Marhaba, welcome to this series on supporting Arabic language acquisition for Arabic B students. I, Dua Hassan, will be with you in this series through short videos throughout the term. These intensive or crash courses aim to spread awareness of the importance of acquiring an additional language, methods of acquiring it, and our role in the Arabic department in the school through a systematic activities to support this acquisition. Enjoy watching, and I welcome your inquiries on the email shown in this screen. Why to learn Arabic? Now we are going to speak about the importance of additional language learning. The first and common point is to have a broader communication skills. One of the most rewarding aspects of the human being is to have the experience to connect with others. Being able to communicate with someone in his or her language is an incredible gift. By learning Arabic, your children will have unique opportunity to communicate with people in 22 Arab countries and will also be able to make the most of the benefit and pleasure of being here in UAE. Now let's move to the next step after communication, which is better social skills. Studies found that children who are earlier speaking or regularly exposed to multiple languages develop better social skills. That means like you don't even have to be you yourself as a parent a bilingual, but simply exposing your child on a regular basis to another language will provide him or her with that edge. Now let's talk about the better cognitive abilities. Research suggested that there is a clear link between bilingualism and cognition. In different studies, research found that children who speak multiple languages develop enhanced executive control, or like the ability to effectively manage what are called higher cognitive processes. That means they tend to be better problem solvers, have better memories, and more flexible minds. This leads us to the next point, which is increased ability to focus. The executive control system is a part of our brain that helps us focus. It allows us to focus on what is relevant and important in a certain situation, which helping like ignoring the other distractions. For example, if you have two thoughts in your mind, the executive control system helps you to go back and forth between them. Now with bilinguals, the system is active all the time because every time a bilingual uses language, both languages are activated and the system has to help decide which one is being used. In an interview, Ellen Pascal, one of the most famous researchers in the area of bilingual education, put it as follows. If you have two languages and you use them regularly, the way the brain's network work is that every time you speak, both languages pop up and executive control system has to sort through everything and attend to what's relevant in the moment. Therefore, the bilinguals use the system more, and it's the regular use that makes the system more efficient. Advance your child career. If your child speaks more languages, he or she become like more valuable asset in today's global job market. Many jobs today actually requires applicants to speak more than one language. And it's not only professions that are directly related to language, but like you basically need it in every job, whether you are working in like tourism, education, medicine, or engineering. If you can talk like to more people in their languages, you can increase your value in any profession. Okay, Now let's move to boost your child's confidence. Any language learner can attest to making his or her share of mistakes while discovering the language. And this happen in front of an audiences, like in front of the people. It's necessary. It's a necessary part of the learning process, learning a language, to make mistakes and put yourself in such situation. So this means you are moving from your comfort zone to uncomfort zone and try to cope this situation. The upside is like the amazing sense of accomplishment your child will feel when conversing with someone in their native language. At the end, a very important point is feed your child's brain. The many cognitive benefits of learning languages are like amazing. People who speak more than one language have improved memory, problem solving, and critical thinking skills, enhanced concentration, ability to multitask, and better listening skills. They switch between competing tasks and monitor changes in their environment more easily than the monolinguals, as well as display signs of greater creativity and flexibility. If that weren't enough, as we go being bilingual or multilingual, by growing the age, this helped to stave of mental aging and cognitive decline. From this point, we will move on to the benefits of the bilingual brain. The bilingual children have powerful opportunities to strengthen their cognitive potential. Literacy development in two languages and exposure to cultural experiences impact key areas. Research shows that bilingual people have improved their mental health, academic performance, and preparation for the future. It also shows that people who speak multiple languages are more developed in certain areas of the brain. If you look at the chart, here, the multilingual students in blue actually perform better on standardized exams in reading comprehension, in vocabulary, and in math than the monolingual peers. According to research from the University of York in Canada and Granada in Spain, bilingual children between 5 and 7 years old who participated in the study performed better than the monolingual ones on those tasks that involved using of working memory. In addition, this ability benefited the development of other executive functions, especially with these functions with interacting with each others. Overall, studies show that bilingualism enhances a children's cognitive abilities, improves school performance, and fosters the development of bicultural adaptation, which is the ability to feel comfortable and thrive in two cultures. Bicultural adaptation can improve self-esteem, school involvement, and more. Here, the very important question, how might child acquire Arabic or acquire any additional language? The language production areas of the brain are located in the left hemisphere for the majority of the people, and for few people it located in the right hemisphere in the brain. If you look at the diagram, you will find that each spot responsible to a different linguistic skills. This showed that children develop different skills at different rates based on their brain's structure, which of course differs from a child to another. Some children will excel in writing while others will excel in speaking, for example, and so on, based on the formulation of these spots in their brains. A better understanding of your child's brain structure will lead to better support in his or her linguistic development. The language acquisition happens for your children or for any person in 5 stages. The stage 1 is the pre-production. There is no verb, or the silent stage, no verbal production, very receptive to Arabic when listening, matching, moving, choosing, pointing, drawing, role-playing, and everything silently. In the stage 2, this is the early production stage. In this stage, there is a limited comprehension, a minimal verbal production with labeling, listening, categorizing, and responding with 1 or 2 words. After that, in stage 3, when the child's improve more, it's the speech emergence. In this stage, the level of comprehension is good with many pronunciation and grammatical errors, produces simple sentences and use very limited vocabulary. After that, after kind of learning, the child improve to the stage 4, which is intermediate fluency. In this stage, there is excellent comprehension with near native speech and few pronunciation and grammatical errors. Moving to the final stage, which is the fluent Arabic proficiency, which means that the child is able to communicate orally and in writes with fluency and accuracy comparable to native Arabic speakers of similar age and academic school experience. For better understanding for Arabic acquisition, let's look at the factors that affecting Arabic language acquisition. Here are the 5 factors affecting Arabic language acquisition. Factors include vocabulary, grammar, interference of mother tongue, self-efficacy, and motivation. These factors are essential to understand the process of acquiring the additional language. Language is composed of vocabulary words which are synchronized by grammar affected by first language. Also, self-efficacy is a significant element of social cognition. All this entire process of additional language acquisition is possible by the factor of motivation. So motivation is the key factor to improve, to learn, to excel in Arabic as an additional language. Motivation is additionally a consequential contributor to language achievement in terms of linguistic outcomes. Motivating your child to learn Arabic will have a huge impact on developing his or her skills in Arabic. It is the key, as I said, to achievement and success. It would be very beneficial for you as a parent to share what motivates your child with his or her teachers and help enhance your child's Arabic learning. Awareness of these factors impact on the process of acquiring Arabic language. Now, here's the answer for the session's question: why enhancing Arabic be at home, or Arabic learning in general at home? Because one hand doesn't clap. The 2 hands must be clapped together to celebrate success and achievement. That's why I created this series of crash courses or videos to collaborate together as teachers and parents to celebrate the success of your child in their Arabic learning journey with parents and teachers and school all together. We need this collaboration. Looking forward to hearing from you and listening to your feedback and what key points you want to learn more about the educational theories and how language learning happens. Shukran jazilan. Thank you very much. Hope you have found this video beneficial and hope to see you in the next video. مع السلامة.